What's up, everyone? So it's August 30th, 8 p.m. Hawaii time, and they just released the August recap. So I haven't read it yet, so we'll go through it together, and we'll see what is going on. So they're talking about how they just released V7 and just announcing and reiterating that this is the, first iteration of all these new systems, vehicles and the fob, logistics and all this cool stuff we're going to be eventually getting. They did go to Gamescon right after V7 was released, and they, I think, went not to showcase Squad, but to learn more about the industry and to meet up and hang out, kind of a vacation in Germany, is what I understood it as. It's good to see that they take a break. I mean, they were working so hard on Squad. It's been, I don't know, multiple years, or not years, but multiple months of just straight content and work. So it's really good to see them that they're not going to get burnt out, hopefully. There was an interview with Literalis and Trancer, or Corey from OWI, and it was a text interview. The link is on the page if you really want to read through that and see what that interview was about. Looks like they had just some pictures from Germany here. Just fooling around at Gamescom and just having a good time. It looks like, which is good to see the devs, taking a break, because we don't want to see them get burnt out and then not having. Oh, this is pretty cool. It's just like a VR thing, and getting burnt out and slowing down on the development. So it's good to see them taking a break. Wow, this is a really nice map preview. Looks like they're going to start adding a more modern and urban environment map, which is really great because we don't really have one of those. We have Sumari, which is kind of urban, I guess. It's like mud huts and like clay houses and all that stuff, with like the school and the police station. But it's good to see like actual buildings, not like wooden log cabins or these mud huts. It's nice to see actual concrete buildings being put in, especially on such a larger scale with this environment. It looks like an actual city, so it'll be interesting to see how that affects gameplay, if it does at all, simply because you have multi leveled buildings now, so you have to deal with those lines of sight, and then you have all this hard cover around and all these buildings that'll force CQB. That looks like a striker. Is that a striker? I don't know. There's some kind of new armored vehicle in this shot. I'm not quite sure what that is. It doesn't look like a BTR or anything. I'm curious as to what vehicle that is. Looks like they're adding the cord. This is for the Russians. It's going to be the counterpart to the M2A1 50 caliber heavy machine gun. So it's cool to see that the Russians are finally getting their own HMG. You saw the insurgents get the Dishka, and the U.S. soldiers get the M2A1, so it's awesome to see them get the cord, and it looks really fucking sick. Also looks like they are working on mortars. Looks like this is probably hot off the modeling pipeline and ready for implementation. So we might even see this V8. I would not be surprised if we saw mortars V8. So I'm excited to see how indirect fire affects gameplay and how this could be used strategically, not only in squad vanilla but also in squad ops, because calling in fire missions is something I've been dreaming of doing. Looks like they're also doing a some more modeling for the U.S. Army, so I think we'll get different load bearing equipment for the automatic rifleman, the marksman, and the medic. Cool. So we'll see a few more variations in the U.S. Army models. And then, of course, the Wrench, which is the modding community run by Zeno and Mitsu. They have a little recap here, so it's good to see that they are paying attention to the community that is creating their own unique content. A lot of really cool maps, models. Oh, this map looks amazing. Kunar by Axton. This looks like a really nice map. Just these long valleys and huge hillsides. I can't wait to play on those. But that seems to be the majority of this recap. So basically they just talked about how vehicles and all these systems that they implemented in V7 is just the beginning. They talked about their stay in Germany at Gamescom and what they basically did. And then they showcased a couple things here, a couple really important things, which is the new apartment blocks and urban environment, which is this city map. this Eastern European city map, and I really want something like this. I'm tired of fighting in the wilderness or on mud huts, so it's really gonna give it a nice new feel when you fight in this urban environment, I hope. And then also they're planning on adding the cord to the Russians, hopefully V8. It sounds like that's what I'm taking away from this. Same thing with the mortars. I believe this will come V8. Don't quote me on that, but that's just what I feel. And then, of course, the soldier modeling expansions. So, not too big of an update, but just some nice information to keep us, sated and to give us a heads up on what they're working on and what's going on. So that's pretty awesome to see. But that's pretty much it, guys. More videos coming tomorrow and the next week. And, yeah, we hit 5K, so you'll see the video on that tomorrow. But anyways, that's pretty much it, guys. And I'll see you in the next video.